Hey guys, it's Miss Fry. Just kind of continuing on in our intro clarinet videos. So we've talked about putting the instrument together. We've talked about playing on the mouthpiece and barrel. So now it's time to talk about playing on the whole instrument. So once you feel like you've really got the mouthpiece and barrel down, we're going to move on to the full instrument. Today I'm going to teach you our first couple of notes. The first note that I want you to learn is E. So E is, if you know the treble clef staff, it's the bottom line of the staff. Every good boy does fine, or the lines, the bottom line E. That one is going to be thumb and one. So you're going to push the thumb key, the circle key, we're not pressing the register key. That thumb hole has to be covered, and finger one is going to be covered. Okay? So I have thumb and one. My other keys, my other fingers are just going to kind of hover over the keys that they're supposed to do. So I don't want this. Okay? Try to keep those fingers curved. Okay? So I'm keeping the fingers curved. When I bring the instrument to my face, okay, this mouthpiece and barrel should feel the same. So you still want to feel the pressure on your top teeth. You're going to use your right hand thumb to press up and your left hand thumb to press out. Up and out. So you get that same pressure. Okay? When you play the E, it should sound like this. So again, I still have my flat chin, my teeth on top, lip on bottom, firm corners, pressing down that thumb in one. Good. All right, that's E. The next note we're going to learn is the next note down. So the next note down, to go down, we go backwards in the alphabet. So if we just played E, the next note down is D. Okay? D is thumb, 1, 2. So I'm playing the same fingering I did for E. I'm just adding finger 2, which is the middle finger on my top hand. Okay? And it sounds like this. Good. All right. One more note down. We're going to add the third finger. Now, the third finger does not have a key, but you're going to cover that entire hole with your finger. So you have to make sure that all of these holes are being covered. So if I squeeze really tight and then you look at my fingers, you'll see full circles. If you do that and you don't see a full circle, you're probably not covering the whole hole. Okay? So make sure we're getting a good firm seal on all of those holes and the thumb. Here's C. Good. So those are your first three notes. E, D, and C. Okay? That's E, D, C. Good. Okay, once you feel really comfortable with those three notes, then we're going to go up a couple of notes. So if I start on E and I go up one note, I'm going to go forward through the alphabet. So the next note up from E would be F. F is just your thumb. So you're just covering that thumb hole. We're still not pressing the register key, just the thumb hole. But none of these fingers are down. Everything's up. They're just hovering. So I anchor my pinky and I just kind of let the holes have to be open so I'm not pressing down, but my fingers are still kind of hovering in the right place. Okay? So F is just your thumb. Here's F. Okay? And then we're going to go up one more note. So if that was F, the next note up is going to be G. Okay? G is nothing pressed down. So just completely open, just the natural instrument is a G. It's the second line of the treble clef staff. I'm not pressing anything down, but I have to make sure that I'm still getting that anchor point on my teeth. That's why I don't start with G, I start you with E because you have a little bit more of that pressure. So for this one, your only real pressure point is coming from your bottom thumb. And you've got to really press into those teeth. My other fingers are hovering, okay? Everything's hovering, so I'm never like this. Everything's hovering, but I'm not closing any of the holes. So here's G. Okay, so those are your first 5 notes, G, F, E, D, and C. If you can get really comfortable with those notes, that's probably what we'll be doing for months. Like, those are the first 5 notes. That's what most beginner band music is written on. So if you can be comfortable playing those 5 notes, you should be good to go. All right. Oh, one more thing. If you are someone who is comfortable and is using a tuner, if you're not, that's okay. We'll work on using tuners in co-op. But if you're someone who's maybe played before or has a sibling or a parent that's played before, and you know how to use a tuner, just be aware that the instrument that you're playing, a clarinet, is not a natural pitched instrument. So the note that you're playing is not going to match what the tuner says. So when you play a G, your tuner is going to say F. When you play an F, your tuner is going to say E flat. When you play an E, your tuner is going to say D. When you play a D, your tuner is going to say C. And when you play a C, your tuner is going to say B flat. So just kind of, if all of that's way over your head and you don't get it yet, that's okay. I just wanted to put it out there for those of you who may be using a tuner already so that you don't be super confused and think you're playing the wrong notes. Okay? Cool. All right, y'all get to work, get some practicing done, and I will see you soon. Bye.